Hello, and welcome to Deck Builders Los Angeles, where we talk all things outdoor living. I'm from Tuff Deck Builders Los Angeles, and today we're going to walk through a simple but important question. How do you know if your old deck is still safe to use? If you've lived in your home for a while, it's easy to get used to just the way it is. You walk across the same boards, lean on the same railings, and maybe you've stopped noticing the little changes. But wood, fasteners, and support posts don't stay the same forever. Sun dries them out, rain and sprinklers add moisture, and everyday use slowly wears on the structure. Over time, those small changes can turn into real safety risks. Let's start with the easiest place to check: the surface. When you walk across your deck, pay attention to how it feels under your feet. Do any boards feel soft, spongy, or bouncy? That can be a sign of rot or weakened framing below. Look closely for cracks that run deep, splintered areas, or boards that are sagging more than the others. If you can press a screwdriver into a board and it sinks in easily, that wood is no longer strong enough to rely on. Next, check your railings. A solid railing should feel firm when you grab it and lean gently. If it wobbles, shifts, or feels loose at the posts, that's a warning sign. Railings are there to stop falls, not cause them. Loose connections, rotted posts, or rusted brackets can mean the railing won't hold when someone really needs it, especially on second-story decks or hillside decks that drop down to a hard surface. Now take a look at the stairs. Walk up and down slowly and notice any movement. Do the treads feel uneven or shaky? Are there cracks at the edges or gaps where the steps meet the stringers? Stairs carry a lot of weight in a small area, and problems here can lead to trips and falls. Make sure the handrail is secure and at a comfortable height. If the stairs flex under your weight or you see visible rot, it's time to have a professional look closer. One of the most important but most overlooked areas is where the deck connects to the house. This is called the ledger. If the ledger isn't properly attached, the deck can actually pull away from the house over time. Look for separation, sagging, or signs of water damage along that connection. If the flashing has failed or was never installed, water can work its way in and rot out both the deck and the house framing behind it. That's the kind of hidden problem that can turn serious in a hurry. If you can safely access underneath the deck, take a flashlight and look at the posts, beams, and joists. You're looking for rot at the base of the posts, cracks along the beams, and any areas where metal hardware is heavily rusted or missing. Posts that sit directly in soil without proper footings are especially vulnerable. When the structure under the deck starts to fail, the whole platform can shift, sag, or lean. Another thing to keep in mind is age and building standards. Many older decks in Los Angeles were built before today's codes for footings, railings, and connections. Even if the deck hasn't had a major problem yet, it may not meet current safety expectations. That doesn't automatically mean you have to replace it tomorrow, but it does mean you should get an honest assessment from someone who builds decks every day and understands how they need to perform over the long term. If you're seeing more than one of these warning signs, soft boards, loose railings, shaky stairs, or visible rot, it's time to stop guessing. Have a professional come out, evaluate the structure, and explain your options. Sometimes, careful repairs are enough. Other times, the safest and smartest move is a full replacement with a new deck that's properly engineered with the right footings, hardware, and materials for your yard and your lifestyle. At Tuff Deck Builders Los Angeles, we specialize in building strong, safe outdoor spaces that are built to last. You can reach us at 213-579-4440 or visit tuffdeckbuilderslosangeles.com to schedule a consultation. We're here to help you understand what's happening with your current deck and, if needed, design a new solution that gives you confidence every time you step outside. Thanks for listening to Deck Builders Los Angeles. If you found this helpful, share it with a neighbor or family member who's been wondering about their own deck. We'll be back with more straightforward advice on decks, patios, and outdoor living spaces that keep your home safe and solid for years to come.